The speakers are working here at UPMC Sports Complex, so we'll keep this muted for a little bit here, pop it on every once in a while, let people get their sound check going at home. Be right back in a few minutes here. 4 minutes left on the warm-up clock. Good evening, Barons fans, and welcome to the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex for the Cleveland Barons U18 final game of the 2025-2026 season. The Cleveland Barons are taking on Gilmour Academy, a fitting end to the season against the crosstown rivals. It's the Barons in the all reds taking on the Gilmour Academy in the all whites with the blue trim. And the Barons have had a couple great games here, but both ending in losses in this MidAm tournament. The first against the number one in the country, Culver Academy. Took them to overtime, and Culver found a way to put one in the back of the net in the OT period. Last night it was a delayed game to begin with, and then a delay during the game after a broken board caused us to move rinks and finish the game on this same sheet here, and finished near midnight last night, and it was the Pens able to pull that one out in their home rink and win with an empty net goal, leading to a 3-1 victory as the Barons couldn't find the extra goal in regulation to tie it up. So it was a 3-1 Pens victory last night. So that puts the Barons out of contention to go to the championship game, and this is the final game of the season for the Barons. Barons come into this game with a 38-24 record on the season, and it is Gilmour with a 46-17 game win-loss record for the season. The Barons and Gilmour have played each other 3 times this year. The first 2 games, all 3 have been at Gilmour on a Thursday night starting at 5:20. Convenient times for those out of town. And the games have all gone Gilmour's way. The first 2 were overtime victories. Gilmour never led in those games, never led for a second, and then able to pop in the winning goal in the overtime period, sudden death, and win those 2 games. The third game they won a little more convincingly, and Barons didn't look like they quite showed up for that one the way they needed to. And now Barons are going to rebound and get the victory against Gilmour Academy in their final game of the season. So here we go with 20 minutes on the clock here at MidAm District Finals, and it'll be the tournament, I should say, and it'll be Liam Slattery in net for the Barons for the final game of the season. Tyler Rodonic taking the last 2 here in MidAm's, and Liam is up, and now it's going to be taking the face off. Captain Christopher Lundy, his brother Colin Lundy, and Calvin Basil. And on the blue line will be Pusateri and Grimm. 4 officials on the ice. And Gilmour's ready to go as well. Here we go. Final game of the season. Puck drop stop happens now. And Gilmour's going to take it across the center line and dump it into the Barons zone. Settled there by Slattery. And it's a battle behind the goal now. Barons come away with it. Lundy feeds it over to his brother Colin. Colin now out of the zone to Grimm, who feeds it further and into the offensive zone. That's where Gilmour will pick it up and send it out. In the neutral zone, Lundy picks it back up. Back and forth they go. And dumped in off a face mask into the Barons zone. Krimbali now, after a quick change. Trying to get a hold of it, no luck. It's going to be sent behind the goal and bouncing out to the near side. And we have a whistle here. And somebody's going to the box. It's going to be Captain Christopher Lundy with the first penalty of the game. Early in this one, the Barons on the kill with 19:17 to go in the first period. Shot here, blocker save. Holding the call on that one. Bradshaw trying to push it out, and it is into the neutral zone. Gilmour trying to reset. Shooty pressuring. And Romstad and now Alexi. Oh, round 1 player, round 2, and a shot and a goal. Power play goal for Gilmour. Able to maneuver through. Get around 2 players and get a shot off and score the backhand goal. And just like that, 18:56 remaining, just over a minute in, it's Gilmour with the lead. But Gilmour is going to the box, and it is a power play for the Barons. It's 5-on-4. Didn't see the penalty there. Number 4 is in the box, and this was deflected, and who's going to pick it up? It'll be the Barons. Huffstubber grabs it, and he'll chip it over to Loomis. He's got Krimbali. And Huffstubber crosses the blue line. Stockel and Elliott back. So power play unit here trying to work through it. It's going to be run around and out though, and Stockel will have to chase it down. So we'll see if they announce that penalty.
Gilmour goals for line number 4, Lucian Haskis, an assist, 104 in the first. He also has an unsportsmanlike at 104.
So it was an unsportsmanlike. So after his goal, he had an unsportsmanlike penalty. So Gilmour now in the Barons zone able to fight through that one, but the Barons able to get the puck in the end. Kumbali sends it through for Gabe Elliott. Elliott trying to feed it across. It's going to be picked off. And now it'll be Bradshaw picking it up. He's got Basil and he'll send it to him. Lundy out there as well. And losing the handle on it there. And now it's going to be picked up by Gilmour. And now a penalty coming up. It's going to be on the Barons. Gloved and held by Slattery. Another penalty coming up. So 3 penalties here in the first 2.5 minutes. And it's Basil going for, I'm going to guess, a slash? Yes, a slash. So, rocky start here for the Barons, and the officials active so far. Barons 4-on-4 hockey here for 42 seconds, and then they'll be on the kill. Lundy taking the face-off. Pushes Terry back, Grimm as well. The puck goes right on goal. Grimm picks it up. And Colin Lundy out there as well. Into the offensive zone. Lundy trying to settle his shot, and he goes off the glass high and wide. Gilmour out of their zone. Colin Lundy pressuring, steals it, sends it back into the Gilmour zone. Gilmour. And Gilmour across the blue line, shot and a save up high. Slattery looks like he might have caught that on the neck area, but looks okay. Made the save and then picked it up. The Barons picked it up and got it out of the zone. Now back in the zone, shot here. And Slattery able to grab that one off the backboard and hold on as Gilmour trying to come in and get a hold of it. He wouldn't allow it. So Gilmour's back to full strength, and now it's 1:08 left on the penalty kill for the Barons. Alexi's going to take the face off. He has Romstad with him. And Schutte and Bradshaw. Out to the point. Kept in by Gilmour. At the blue line. Now pressured by Bradshaw. Trying to chip it out. Won't go. Now he gets it to the blue line again. Still in. Nice job by Gilmour keeping that in. A block shot here. Gilmour gets it back. Throwing it down low. Sending it through. But good stick there by Bradshaw. Chips it into the bench. And the puck is now back into the field, into the ice here, and we'll have a face-off in the Barons zone with 48 seconds left on the Gilmour power play. And it's cleared straight out. Nice face-off win there. So I think it was Romstad taking that one. Bradshaw now pressuring. Schutte and Romstad backing off. That was Bradshaw and Schutte, excuse me. And Alexi ties him up behind the goal line. Romstad comes in to help. Puck in front, kicked forward by Schutte, and he'll get it out of the zone. Regrouping is Gilmour in the neutral zone. Right back into the Barons zone they go. 15 seconds left in the power play for Gilmour. In front, plenty of space. Good block there by Romstad. Got his body in front, and now Gilmour loses the handle on about to regroup in the neutral zone with 5 seconds to go. And Basil is going to leave the box and get into the play here in front. Actually, Basil was going to head over to the bench, and Slattery covered it up as Basil's penalty expired. So next lineup here, Loomis, Hufstedler, Kumbali, Stockel, and Elliott on the ice for a face-off to Liam's left. Loomis takes it, he wins it back. Stockel sends it up the boards, and Gilmour keeps it in. Behind the goal line, Gilmour has it. Pressured by Elliott, and it's sent out of the zone. Gilmour sends it back in. Slattery will settle. Stockel feeds it around to the far side, and now Kumbali trying to get to it. And Hufstedler pushes it up the boards. It's going to deflect over to Gilmour, and it's deflected into the corner now. Elliott trying to get a hold of it. Hufstedler feeds it to the corner for Loomis. Loomis out of the zone for Kumbali in the neutral zone, squeezing through. Kumbali toward the goal, and pressured and pushed off the puck there. trying to get it to settle, able to kick it over, trying to get to his stick, wouldn't go. Huffstetter pressuring the neutral zone now, and Gilmour sends it into the zone. Slattery settles, Stockel will have it, and now Stockel up the left side. He'll chip it out of the zone to Bradshaw. Bradshaw, Keith is shooting now, pressuring, and it's Gilmour behind their own goal with the puck and out of the zone. Grimm and Pusateri, the defenseman. Out front, shot and a save. Pad save there for Slattery. And the Barons have it. Long launch there, trying to get to Bradshaw, but couldn't connect that one, as it was about waist high and a little long on out attempt. So we'll have a face-off in the defensive zone. 14-14 to go. Barons down by 1. Face-off to Slattery's right side. Keith will take it. Shot here and another save and a hold. Roke looking for a little bit more energy here, a little stepping up. And now the Barons able to push this out of the zone. Gilmour in their own zone. Keeping it is Keith, and now Gilmour's going to take it out of the zone. Across the blue line. Good deflection there. Bradshaw trying to push it out. He's going to move it up the left side. Collecting himself. He's got Pusateri with him across the blue line. Bradshaw sends it through, but between two players, and now it's going to be in the neutral zone. They'll have to regroup. Alexi waits for the tag out and pushes it into the offensive zone. He'll chase. No, he'll leave it actually, as the Barons will have to change. Basil and Lundy with both Lundys actually were in there, and it's Romstad as well. Basil now gets a stick on it, or skated on it, and now it's going to go all the way to the blue line. Kept in there by Alexi. Couldn't get a good. Yeah, he actually did win it around to the behind the goal. It's Basil trying to push it out front, battling there, and now we have a high stick, and it's going to be on the Gilmour. So power play coming up for the Barons as number 22 Gilmour goes to the box for a high stick. With 13:05 to go in this first period. Referees active in this one. Barons and Gilmour giving them reason to be, it turns out. And now it'll be a right wing face-off for the Barons on the power play. Lundy will take it. Colin Lundy to his left. Basil to his right. Romstad over to Bradshaw.
Number 22, Samuel Murdoch. 2 minutes for high stick at 13:05 in the coach.
Romstad to Lundy, sending it to Basil, and it's going to be picked off by Gilmour. And they'll send it into the Barons zone. Basil will chase it down, looking to see what he has to work with. He'll go behind his own goal, and he'll turn the other way, leaving it for Romstad. Romstad now. Up to Lundy, across to Basil. Basil, across the blue line. Basil, shot, deflected, didn't make it there. And Romstad will get it now. Skating forward. Shipping it toward goal, got tipped up high, and Lundy trying to settle it. Colin Lundy trying to settle it. Pusateri gets, that was Romstad getting pulled down behind the goal. No call on that one. It's going to be Basil collecting it in the neutral zone, and Bradshaw to Romstad. Off the boards to Lundy. Trying to avoid a couple sticks. Third stick now, and now Huffstetter off the bench, and he'll come in and grab the puck. And now we have a penalty coming for a slash. And who's it going to be on? It's Lundy going back to the box for a slash. So there goes the power play there as Christopher Lundy's in the box. And it's a 4-on-4. Huffstetter will take the face off. He's got Keith, Stockel, and Elliott who will grab the puck. Elliott.
Number 77, Christopher Lundy, 2 minutes for slashing, 11:56 in the first.
Stockel behind the goal line. Feeds it over to Gabe. Elliott up to Keith, and then Keith Second effort gets it to Stockel, across the blue line. Stockel feeds it in, behind the goal line. Huffstedler, behind the goal line, trying to get a hold of it or get a body on a man there. No luck, and it's going to be out of the zone, into the Barons zone for Gilmour. Stockel now wins the race and bodies the man out, grabs the puck. Nicely done there by Robin Stockel. And this one's going to go all the way down. They say no icing here. Stolen here by Keith as Adam Cushing couldn't handle it for the Gilmour Academy. Gilmour's back to full strength. Barons on a kill here as Loomis sends it back to the point. Grimm has to juggle it at the blue line and sends it back to Pusateri, which works out well. They're trying to kill time anyway. Kambali trying to send it out. It gets deflected. Bouncing around. Gilmour will have it in the offensive zone here. 45 seconds left on the Gilmour power play now. Pusateri stood a man up and the Barons able to clear. Puck all the way down onto the goaltender of Gilmour Academy. Kambali, Schutte, Grimm, and Pusateri. Grimm now. Up to Schutte. Schutte one-on-one here in the offensive zone. Is that Grimm? Feeds it over to Grimm. Grimm shot and a save. Goaltender held still, hoping he had it, and he did. Good look there. Good work by Schutte. Good job by Grimm getting a shot off, able to collect the puck and then turn around and throw it on goal. And it's collected by the goaltender, and he holds on. Keep that one out of the back of the net. But it'll be off an offensive zone faceoff here with 19 seconds left on the power play, on the penalty kill for the Barons. And Gilmour on the power play will now take it out of their zone and send it back into the offensive zone. Alexi defending in the corner. Shooting now defending. And out of the zone it goes. Bradshaw in the neutral zone. And back to full strength. Semig comes on the ice. Romstad in the corner, pressuring. Gilmour bodying him out. They'll feed it back into the corner. Gilmour looking for a lane. They've got one. Shot, saved, and picked up by Semig. Oh, Semig thrown into the boards hard. Stays up and then pushes the puck further along. And now it's going to be Bradshaw collecting the puck. And he'll take it out of the zone. Up the right wing. He'll cross the center line and dump it in. Bradshaw and another player collide. And now it's going to be a penalty here, tripping the call. And it's going to be another power play coming up here. This time it's a Barons power play as number 2 is going to the box for Gilmour with 9:10 to go in this first period. There are already 6 penalties in this game, and we're just about halfway through the first period. And somebody's saying, what's going on? Lundy wins it back to Romstad. He'll regroup in the neutral zone. Skating around a couple players and he'll cross the blue line. He'll send it wide for Lundy. Shot. Stick save into the netting. Bradshaw, Romstad, Lundy, and Basil on the ice for the power play unit for the Barons. Under 9 minutes to play now in the first period. Barons are down 0-1. Glove down and kept in by Romstad. Nicely done there. Behind the goal line, Lundy to Lundy, and now over to Basil. Basil shots, and it's tipped up over the goal. Defender got a piece of that one. Romstad throws it toward goal, intercepted. Kept in the zone though by Basil, and now Romstad trying to get a piece, trying to get over to Basil, and he does. Basil back to Romstad, skates it forward, now to Lundy in front. Trying to get a shot off, no luck. Colin Lundy had 3 white sweaters around him, and now Bradshaw throws it toward goal, tipped by Lundy, and throws it through the blue paint. Romstad will pick it up. He'll send it back over to Colin Lundy, or Christopher Lundy. He throws it to Colin Lundy on the back door, couldn't get the shot to go. Now Bradshaw at the blue line. Back over to Christopher Lundy. Christopher throws it toward goal in front. Picked up again and cleared now by Gilmour. Lots of good chances there. And now the Barons will get their change. As Slattery settled it, and Stockel will collect the puck. He's got Krimbali and Elliott, Loomis, and Hufstedler with him. Stockel up to Krimbali. Krimbali up to Loomis. And back out of the zone. They'll have to try again. Stockel to Elliott. Elliott intercepted in the neutral zone. Behind the goal line. Out of the zone. Gilmour eating some time here with 13 seconds to go. On the Barons power play, they'll chip it into the Barons zone. And now it's Stockel finding his way out of the zone. Gets it to Loomis across the blue line. Loomis toward goal, throws it a shot on goal. Full strength for Gilmour. Pad save there for the goalie on the Loomis shot. And now Krimbali to the far corner, rimmed around here at the hash marks. He'll chip it out to Elliott. Elliott shot, blocked. Elliott will pick it up in the neutral zone. So Hufstedler across the blue line to Loomis. Loomis now, shot, save, and a hold. 6:45 to go in this first period. It is the Barons 0 and Gilmour 1. Next line up, Schutte, Bradshaw, Keith, Pusateri, and Grimm. Wood is out this game as he had a major last game, so not able to participate in this final game of the season. Good block there by Grimm. He'll push it up the right side. Bodied off the puck, but Keith able to push it in, and now Gilmour back the other way. Trying to clear their zone, they do. Now trying to gain the zone of the Barons, and they do. Pusateri defending in the corner. He'll tie it up there. Grimm behind the goal line, and Basil there as well. Schutte's going to grab the puck. Oh, he lost the handle on it. Now it's going to be the other way, and a shot! And held by Slattery. And a little swipe at Slattery by the Gilmour player after Slattery clearly had the puck in his hands. No whistle or blown, but the referee's going to have a little conversation with number 20 on the way. Oh, it is number 19 going to the box actually. Excuse me, it's 19 that goes to the box. So he's getting on the box for that. So it is a Gilmour penalty with 5:55 to go. So good call for that. I had the wrong player there. It was 19 in the box for that swipe at the goaltender up high, well after he held on to the puck.
Gilmour penalty number 19, Anthony May, 2 minutes for slashing.
Slashing the call. So slashing the call. And the Barons are on the power play. Bradshaw with the puck. Bromstad trying to get it over to Grundy. Couldn't get a handle on it. And it's going to be cleared all the way down, and Slattery will settle the wobbly puck. Into the corner, or behind the goal it goes, and Barons out of the zone. Bradshaw to Romstad to Lundy. Shot off the glass. This one's cleared as Romstad is trying to get around the referee there. Next unit up here for the power play with 1:05 to go. Stockel will take the puck. To Krimbali. To Hufstedler now, across the line. Hufstedler trying to get between some players. No luck, he'll get the puck back anyway. Back to the point for Elliott. Stockel to Elliott. Shot, high off the glass. Loomis sends it over to Krimbali. Back to Elliott. Stockel now. Shot, save, or deflection, not sure which, and now it's going to be in the corner for Krimbali. He'll send it back to the point. D-to-D pass here. Over to Krimbali. Shot, glove save, and a hold. .25 seconds to go on the power play, and we'll have a face-off on the left wing circle. 4:20 to go in this first period, down 0-1 on the Barons. Loomis takes the face off. It's going to be Gilmour that has it, and they'll rim it around, sending it all the way down. Slattery settles it, and he has to send it across as Gilmour was there first. Gilmour on the kill here, trying to get a shot off. Huffsteadler's going to grab the puck as they couldn't get a hold of it. Huffsteadler 3-on-2 here as they'll gain the zone. Huffsteadler loses a handle on the puck, and they'll get it back and send it behind the goal line. Gilmour back to full strength. Kimbali and Loomis pressuring. Schutte will grab the puck off the bench, waits for the tag up, and Gilmour able to take the puck because he had to avoid a player or two. And Gilmour into the Baron zone. Romstad takes a man down, and Gilmour gets the puck anyway behind the goal line. Wraparound attempt. Slattery up for that task. Out to the point. Switching sides there, and now back to the other side once more. Shot, save made, in front now. Gilmour has it again. Barron's pressuring. And deflected by Kimbali. Kimbali pressuring at the blue line. Kimbali gets a deflection here into the corner for Loomis. Loomis ties it up, and it's going to be Schutte coming to grab the puck. Tipped on the way out of the zone, and off the bench comes Keith, who gets a piece of it, but into the zone anyway. Now pushed out of the zone by Romstad. Pushed out of the zone again by Schutte. And Gilmour has the puck. Gilmour throws it in front, now cleared, but nice job there by second effort by Keith to push forward with it. Gilmour intercepts, and they'll send it back the other way. Pusateri defending. Shot, gloved, and held. And Slattery gets out of the way of that madness. 2:16 to go in the first period, down 0-1. Shot count is 10-8 in favor of the Barons. Scoreboard is 0-1 in favor of Gilmour. Face off to Liam's left. It'll be Keith taking it. It'll be Gilmour coming away with this one. They'll rim it around. Pusateri defending behind the goal line. Keith in to help. Rim there as well. Bradshaw and Semig, the other two forwards. Under 2 minutes to play in this first period. Puck pops in front. No goal off the pipe. Baron tried to clear it, and it actually got sent closer to the goal and in front of the Gilmour players, and they had a shot attempt there, and it went off the pipe. So fortunate there for the Barons. Run in front, trying to settle it, and it's deflected wide and now out of the zone. It'll be picked up by Bradshaw. We do have a player down. It's Lundy getting it slowly, and he's going to make his way to the bench behind the play here. 1:15 to play, and long shot in the hole. Then Slattery was thinking about dropping it down, but they blow the whistle. Loomis will take the face off. Huffsteadler, Kimbali, Stockel, and Elliott on the ice. Huffsteadler sends it over to Loomis. Loomis out of the zone, trying to get it up to Kimbali, intercepted there. Knocked around, and Huffsteadler will get the puck as a result. Trying to get it up to Loomis, into the offensive zone it goes. Loomis battling behind the goal line. Kimbali trying to get a hold of it. He'll leave it there, and Kimbali gets it. Back to Elliott, who will leave it for Stockel. Stockel behind the goal line now. Stockel still fighting for it, fighting with it. Huffsteadler now sends it back to the point for Loomis trying to get a hold of it, and just a little past his stick there. Loomis goes it behind his goal line as he was falling down and gets it to Stockel. Now up to Basil, chips it out of the zone. Gilmour back in the Barons zone with 20 seconds to play in this period. Stockel will grab it behind his goal line. Chipping it off the boards up to Basil, and Basil and a Gilmour player swipe at it at the same time. Gilmour back across the line. Elliott throws it to Basil. Basil sends it out of the zone with 4 seconds to play in the period. And that's going to do it for this period. And the Barons will trail by 1 after 1 period of play. So Gilmour has 1 extra shot and 1 extra goal here. 10 shots for the Barons, 11 for Gilmour. Let me give you some Barons stats on the season here after 1 period, during this first period intermission. Again, Barons down 0-1 after 1 period of play. There were 7 penalties in that first period and just the 1 Gilmour goal just 1 minute and 4 seconds into the period. But I've got some stats here for you from the Barons website for some different stats here for you for the season. So first off, let's go with some points. We'll go with goals first, and the players with double-digit goals for the season. In the lead on goals for the team is Calvin Basil with 30 goals on the year. Christopher Lundy with 23 goals. And Joseph Crimboli with 22 goals on the year. Rounding out so those are the top 3, and rounding out the players that have double-digit goals, Bobby Board has 17, Christopher Morgan has 14, Jake Hufstedler 12, Gabe Elliott 11, and Colin Lundy 10. So those are the players with 10 or more goals for your Cleveland Barons this season. For assists, let's go with 15 or more assists on the year. Leading the way, Braxton Romstad, number 5. He's got 35 assists on the year. Christopher Lundy has 33 assists on the year. Joseph Crimboli with 28 assists on the year. Jake Hufstedler with 22 assists on the year. Robert Board with 19. Kyle Basil with 16. And Nico Pusateri with 15. So those are your point leaders on the year. Overall, it's Lundy with the most points on the team, Crimboli with 2nd, and Basil 3rd. Other stats on the website you can look up, penalty minutes. I'm going to skip those for the purposes of this broadcast. Those can be divisive, so we'll leave that one alone. A couple more things to point out for this season. One would just be an interesting stat that the Cleveland Barons, so this is the 63rd game of the season, so 62 games in the books so far. And with the 63rd game of the year, we've had 3 players play in 100% of the games. And that is Braxton Romstad, Jake Hufstedler, and Dallas Alexi. So those 3 players played in all 60 games this season. So the availability stat there. Another stat for you, quite an interesting one that if you've been watching the Barons hockey this year, you would have been impressed and enjoyed seeing many shorthanded goals this season. They had at least 23 shorthanded goals this season. And it might even be more, I lost count at some point, but at least 23 shorthanded goals. That one's not on the website, but could track some of those along the way, and it's at least 23 short-handed goals this season. Many of them from Christopher Lundy and Cal Basil. Cal Basil had the most of those for sure, and that's quite a stat in just 62 games. So 63rd, maybe we'll get more here. Playing that one today. And the final stat I'll give you for this season, both goalies for the Cleveland Barons over a 900 save percentage. I think they're both over 991 save percentage. So pretty good stats here for the Cleveland Barons. And with that, we'll pause and give you a few minutes before looks like 8.5 minutes before the ice cut will finish, and we'll be back at it for period number 2. Welcome to period number 2. As the Barons playing some 5-on-5 hockey will start it off. And it's Huffstetter winning that face-off back to Pusateri. He's got Grimm with him, Krimbali and Loomis out there as well. And Huffy's going to get it and put it up the right side. Through the neutral zone into the offensive zone he goes. He feeds it across to Loomis. Couldn't connect. And it's going to go back the other way. And front, good stick there by Liam Slattery. And now Huffstetter's going to take it out of the zone again. Feeding it across the blue line to Loomis. Loomis trying to send it back, deflected once more. Gilmour out of the zone. Loomis will get it back. Grimm with the puck. Up to Huffstetter and leaves it for Krimbali. Krimbali, shot. Gets deflected over the net. Krimbali behind the goal to Huffstetter now. He'll feed it behind the goal and try to feed it back out front. Deflected, and it's picked up by the goaltender who will hold on. So, some good movement and pressure there by the Barons to start this one off. Only goal of this game was early, 1:04 into the first period, on a power play goal by Gilmour. 0-1, and now Lundy, Basil, Romstock, and Alexi. The ISO, Romstock throws it in front looking for a tip, went just wide. Romstock, shot, looking at another tip, it goes wide the other way this time. Basil back to Romstock, throws it toward goal, a little pass on the left. Lundy to Lundy, behind the goal, feeding it up front looking for Basil, it's going to be picked off by Gilmour, and they'll feed it out of the zone up the right side into the Barons only go. Shot, save, pad save there for Liam Slattery. Lundy shoulders a man off and then gets it to his brother. Christopher Lundy will feed it across for Alexi. Alexi to Romstad. And Gilmour able to take it through and into the Barons zone. Alexi steals it back. He'll feed it up to Basil. Basil chips it. And in the neutral zone, back and forth it goes. Shot, blocker, and Schutte will pick it up. Schutte sends it out of the zone, up to Bradshaw in the offensive zone. Bradshaw in the corner, he'll leave it for Keith. Keith now. Oh, trying to send it back to the D was Bradshaw, and it's going to go all the way down. Elliott now will settle in the corner, he'll feed it back behind for Stockel. Stockel hustles to it. He'll get it over to Bradshaw, up to Keith. Keith has Schutte with him, and it's knocked off his stick before it gets to Schutte. Gilmour looking for a cross in front, shot off the glass. Bradshaw out of the zone, Schutte in front of him, across the blue line. Bradshaw, they say offside. $17 and a half here to go, just under in this second period. Down 0-1 are the Barons. Next line up, it'll be Gabe Elliott and Robin Stockel for the defenseman. Jake Huffstetter, Joey Krimbali, and Gavin Loomis. Elliott to Krimbali to Huffstetter across the blue line, knocks it off the stick of a Gilmour player, but they get it back anyway. Gilmour back into the Barons zone. Good hit there by Elliott, and Loomis will pick up the puck as a result. Huffstetter collects it in the neutral zone, but knocked off his stick. Gilmour has it back again. Gilmour on the change, and knocked into their legs as they're coming off the bench. Huffstetter now from Krimbali up to Loomis. Into the offensive zone, Loomis leaves it for Huffstetter. Trying to feed it back to Elliott, it's intercepted. Good read by Gilmour. Now Huffstetter on the back check. And a good save now in front, another save. And Loomis will pick it up, and Stockel was able to take a man down, and he's trying to get a stick back. Shot here. And a save by Gilmour. Shot on goal from afar, as Gilmour was trying to get a touch on it, but it ends up on Slattery, but he's alert and able to cover that one up with 16:27 to go in the second period. Still 0-1 in favor of Gilmour. Barons have come out with a little extra step here. Still a little bit of trouble for either side to get things going. Nobody's got constant control by any means, but that's what happens sometimes. And offside the call here as the puck does cross, and now we're going to have Basil got ripped down here after the whistle, and they blew another whistle, but I don't think it's a penalty, just reiterating the dead puck. 16-18 to go in this second period. Face off in the neutral zone after the offside call. Lundy, Basil across the blue line. Grimm and Pusateri. Shot attempt, but Barron's got a piece of it. Pusateri comes away with the puck behind his own goal, and he'll get it out of the zone. Dumped back in by Gilmour. Now it's Grimm with the puck up the right side. Skating through the neutral zone into the offensive zone he goes. Into the corner, Grimm. Still with the puck, feeding it in front, but that's going to be picked off by Gilmour. Across the blue line into the Barron zone. Grimm takes a man down, they both go down. Gilmour in front, shot off the side of the net. Who's got the puck? No one yet. Behind the goal line. Gilmour shot. Slattery got across. They blew it dead, and the net was off. The puck went in after that, but the net was off. So they had blown it dead, and then the puck went in. So no goal there. 15:31 to go in this second period. Schutte will take the face off. He's got Keith, Romstadt, Alexi, and Semig on the ice. Out to the point for Gilmour. Located behind the goal line now. Alexi takes a man out of play. Romstadt pressuring in the opposite corner. Gilmour, top of the circle, shot, blocker save. In front, looking for a shot, stolen here by Romstadt. Romstadt up to Schutte, one-on-one here. Shot, blocker save for the goaltender of the Gilmour Academy, and Gilmour's going to settle the bouncing puck and take it out of the zone. They'll chip it into the Barron zone. Alexi, behind the goal line, he'll kick it into the corner. And around the rim it goes, and Barron's keep it in, and now we have a penalty coming up here. It's going to be on Gilmour. So number 15, the captain of Gilmour, going to the box with 14:40 to go in this second period, and now the Barons are going to be on the power play. Hufstetter will take the face off. He's got Loomis and Krimbali, Elliott, and Stockel. And Barons come away with this one. Loomis pushing through into the corner. Krimbali will come away with it in the end. And now Hufstetter with the puck.
15 Thomas Putnam's 2 minutes for roughing 14:42.
That one goes out of play and out of through the netting. Roughing was the call on that penalty. And we'll have a face-off again, right wing circle. 14:22 to go in this period and 1:43 to go on the power play for the Barons. Hufstetter with the face-off. Into the corner. Elliott trying to keep it in at the hash mark, at the boards, and now Hufstetter's going to steal it back at the blue line. And now in the neutral zone, Krimbali will send it back, and Stockel up to Hufstetter across the blue line. Feeds it over to Loomis. Loomis trying to push it in, but Gilmour sends it all the way down as it bounced their way on that feed. Under 14 to play in the period, under 1:15 to go now on the power play. Stockel up to Loomis into the zone, but they'll send it back out. Slattery will settle. Barons will change up their unit. And pressured by Gilmour, they'll have to regroup once again. Elliott feeds it up to Lundy. Lundy over to Basil. Both Lundys out there, and Gilmour takes one player down, but gets right back up. Lundy, Basil, Romstadt, and Bradshaw on the ice. In the corner, they battle for it in the offensive zone. Bromstad has it now, feeding it in, tipped just wide. Lundy there for the tip, Colin Lundy. Now this one's cleared all the way down. 18 seconds left on the power play. And Slattery will send it around for Basil. And they'll find their way out of the zone again. Bradshaw up to Lundy. Cross ice to Lundy. A swipe there, and Christopher Lundy throws it in for Basil for Lundy, and goal! Lundy to Lundy! Christopher Lundy to Colin Lundy! And he scores just after the power play expired. With 12:37 to go, it's all tied up in the second. That was good effort by Christopher Lundy to keep that one, keep possession of that. He got a hold of it between the circles and the blue line, able to maneuver through, and then able to get toward the goal and find his brother. And his brother able to find the open net. There's a lot of good work just to keep it moving and keep it going toward the goal and make the goalie move. Next line up here. In front. Puck still in front. Still in front. And they get it behind the goal now, and now it's Loomis with the puck. He'll feed it off the boards and out. Loomis, Kambali, Huffstetter, Grimm, and Pusateri on the ice. Back in the zone. And now Liam will get his stick back. And they lose control of it at the blue line, and it's going to go out of the zone now. And Gilmour with 12 minutes to go.
Number 94, Colin Lundy. Assisted by number 9, Calvin Basile. Time to go 7:23 in the second. Lundy, Basile, 7-2-3.
They gave Basil the assist on that one. I'm pretty sure it was Christopher Lundy, but I could be wrong. So next line up here, defensive zone face-off coming up. Battling in the Barons zone. Long shot attempt. It goes over the goal and off the glass. They keep it in, does Gilmour. Blocker save here, up high, settled, in front, settled again. And now the Barons able to come away with it. Schutte will take it out of the zone. Schutte circles back and makes some room. He goes down, loses the puck, and now it's going to be Slattery stepping out to get a hold of the puck. Nicely done there. Referee settles that one, and Gilmour is going to get a hold of it in their own zone. They'll try to regroup and get out of the zone. 11:10 to go in the second period. 1-1 game. As the Barons have tied it up. Nice move there, but the Barons are going to steal it. And Alexi's going to get it over to Bradshaw. Bouncing around here, and now Barons trying to feed it out of the zone. Bradshaw will collect it just on the other side of the blue line. Trying to feed Alexi, but icing the call here as they could not connect. 10:51 to go in the second. Defensive zone face-off coming up. It will be Basil, Stockel, Lundy, and Elliott. Face-off to Slattery's right side. And the puck goes between the defenders, but they're able to get a hold of it. Now a good stick there by Basil, knocks it out of the zone. Lundy gets a piece of this one and slows progress there. Slattery will slow the puck and stop it behind the goal line. He'll feed it over to Basil. And Basil up to Lundy. Lundy up to Colin Lundy. Colin sends it in. Christopher's going to get there first. Trying to send it back to Colin. No luck. It's going to be intercepted. And now Gabe Elliott got a piece of it. Sent it back in. Bouncing around and now dumped back in once more. Gilmour goalie settles it. Lundy steals it. Lundy. Basil with a shot. It was from Loomis. Elliott with a shot. Saved. Basil comes in and knocks it to the side, and now sent all the way down and icing the call. So quite the scare there for Gilmour as the Barons are pressuring. Under 10 to play here in the second period. Barons have finished their line change with Huffstetter, Kambali, Loomis, Grimm, and Pusateri on the ice. Hofstadter sends it back to Pusateri, goes past him, and he's going to have to chase it down. Slattery will actually have it first, and he'll send it off the glass. Referee settles it. Gilmour picks it up. Now Barons get it, and they'll send it out of the zone. Krimbali pressuring in the neutral zone. Gilmour takes the line. In front, shot, and a goal. With 9:37 to go, Gilmour back in the lead. As able to find at the back of the net. Puck got slowed, and actually with a little help of the ref, and then they were able to just find their way back in the zone and make some room. Found a lane and able to put it in on the right side Liam's left there. And this one gets deflected out of the play. It was number 15 that scored the goal for Gilmour. It's a 1-2 deficit once again. Barons are down by 1 with a little over 9.5 to go in the second period. Shot on goal here. Gilmour will settle it and try to send it out of the zone. Pressured. Semig, Schutte, Keith, Romstadt, and Alexi on the ice. Gilmour sends the puck out of the zone in the neutral zone. They'll rim it around in the Barron zone now.
Gilmour goal scored by number 15, Thomas Putnam, assisted by number 14, Henry Sebastian, and number 2, Evan Kuznetsov. Time the ball, 23 in the second. Putnam, Sebastian, Kuznetsov, 1-0-2-3.
Gilmour, a couple good chances there, couldn't put it in. Gilmour now behind the Barons goal line, in the corner, pressured, tied up along the boards. Gilmour comes away with it now. They'll send it out front, shot, tipped up high into the netting and out of play. 8:24 to play in the second period, down 0-1 of the Barons. Next lineup, Lundy, Basil, Elliott, and Stockel. Pusateri just skated off the ice. I assume he'll be back. We'll see. Gilmour loses an edge there. And now it's going to be Elliott picking up the puck. And he'll take it skated out of the zone. Pass intercepted in the neutral zone. Now it's a battle. Elliott will pick it back up. He'll cross the center line and dump it in. It rims all the way around. Lundy able to push it behind the goal line. Lundy back to Stockel, shot. Elliott went wide on that shot, and now Elliott tries to put it in front. Elliott settles it down now with the glove, and then rims it back in. Lundy trying to tie a man up in the corner, and he pushed the puck over, but it's going to be Gilmour that's able to get to it first. Gilmour across the Barons blue line. Elliott lays the shoulder into the corner. Elliott again lays his shoulder. Gilmour still has it, but it's going to be Hofstadter that comes in and picks it up now. He'll feed it across, looking for Lundy. Lundy's looking for a change. Gilmour able to send it across just past the stick of a Baron. Hofstadter lays a check, and Loomis trying to get the puck, no luck yet. And now Elliott's going to go get it after another Baron. It looks like Stockel stood a man up there. Chipped into the Gilmour zone. Icing the call here. They wave it off. Krimbali pressuring behind the goal now. In the Gilmour zone. Loomis doing the same. And now it's going to be chipped into the Barons zone. Grimm has to chase it down. He'll run it back behind the Barons goal. Romstadt and Loomis trying to team up to get it. Hofstadter will feed it back behind for Grimm. Grimm up the right side, feeding it up to Loomis. Loomis into the offensive zone, trying to get around a player. Into the corner now. Grimm and Krimbali there with 3 white sweaters. Back to Grimm. Shots on goal! Krimbali goal! Krimbali able to get a shot and then a rebound. and puts it in the back of the net with 6:16 to go for the tying goal. Nicely done by Krimbali. Shot from the point ends up in the back, right in front of the goal. Krimbali gets a shot as a result. Save made, and then Krimbali able to grab the rebound and put it in the back of the net with the backhand. It is a 2-2 game with 6:16 to play in the second period. Gilmour steals this one, shot toward the goal, deflected in front, still sitting there. Slattery covers it up as they finally get a shot on goal. Let's see who the assist was given to. I didn't see who took the shot at the blue line. I'm hoping the PA announcer will announce the goal. They haven't yet. Alexi's going to grab this puck. Trying to send it up to Keith, wouldn't go. Now Keith and Alexi push it out of the goal, out of the zone, and now Keith will send it back.
By number 40, Joseph Kimboli. Assisted by number 5, Braxton Ronstadt.
It was Braxton Ronstadt that took the shot. Wraparound attempts, and good job there by Pusateri not allowing that one to go around. So it was Ronstadt that took that shot. That's who I thought it was, but I didn't see who took it, so I didn't want to give the credit. I've gotten that wrong before. Now it's going to be Bradshaw across the blue line. He's got Alexi with him. Oh, they say, oh no, there's a penalty coming here. It's going to be Keith going to the box. Barons were on a odd man rush. Oh no, it's going to be on Gilmour. So we'll take that, but I thought the Barons still had the puck when they blew it dead. I'm not sure why they blew it dead. Number 9's going to the box for Gilmour. Unless I missed it, the Barons still had the puck. But number 9's going to the box for roughing. So Barons on the power play. Gilmour must have touched up in the offensive zone. And now it's a Barons power play. With 5:20 to go in the second period, all tied up at 2. Number 29 in the box. I think it was number 9. It's either 9 or 29, we'll see. But roughing was the call if I saw that correctly. Slattery settles this one as it made its way all the way down.
Number 9, under penalty 1440 for roughing.
Yeah, it's number 9. Lundy up to Basil. Basil looking for his options, trying to throw it behind the goal, trying to chase himself. He's got Colin Lundy with him, and Christopher Lundy as well. Colin Lundy comes away with it. Colin, back to Romstadt, settles it nicely. Romstadt to Lundy, and tries to send it across to his brother. It leaves the zone, and they'll have to regroup. Romstadt with the puck. Lundy, across the line. Christopher Lundy sends it wide. He'll grab it himself. To Bradshaw. Back to Lundy. Lundy, shot. Oh, looking for Colin on the backside. Hit his ankle instead. Lundy now. Shot. Glove saving a hold. 58 seconds to go on the power play. With 4:18 to go in this second period, all tied up at 2. Next line up. Hufstedler, Krimbali, Loomis, Stockel, and Elliott. In the corner, it's a battle, and now it's run around. Krimbali trying to get there first, and he will. He's going to tie it up. Hufstedler in to help. Loomis there as well, and now it's going to roll back to Stockel. Now to Elliott. Back to Stockel. To Krimbali. Couldn't get a hold of it. It was bouncing around. Now he'll send it back to Stockel. Elliott. Toward goal. Stick to the side by the goaltender. Krimbali. Over to Elliott. Rolled off his stick. He'll have to collect it and feed it deeper into the zone, into the corner. It's Gilmour sending it out as Hufstedler was able to lay the check, but Gilmour gets the puck as they send it to another player. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Stockel through the center. He'll feed it into the zone. Rimmed around, trying to keep it in, no luck. And that's going to do it for the penalty. Elliott knocked off his stick there. Gilmour will have it. They'll take it out of the zone, but they'll keep possession. Gilmour dumps it into the Barons zone. Elliott behind the goal line. He's taken down, but he's still battling for it and able to push it to the opposite side. And then a swipe there by Stockel feeds it over to Semick, who gets it up to Bradshaw. Bradshaw across the blue line. Bradshaw toward goal. Just wide of the net there. Semick trying to battle for it behind the goal line. Semick still has control of it. Trying to feed it back out to the point to Pusateri now. Back into Semick. And it's going to be picked off by Gilmour eventually, and they'll take it out of the zone. Gilmour, drop pass here. Shot, blocker save, and a hold for Liam Slattery. Next lineup for the Barons. It'll be Lundy Basil, and Pusateri and Alexi on the ice. Pusateri with the puck. He'll chip it off the glass, but out of play as it hits the netting. Into the corner it goes off the face-off. Alexi with the puck. Hopefully it's a Lundy who just tips it out of the zone for Basil. Basil trying to pick it up across the blue line, but couldn't, and they're offside. And it's going to be Gilmour taking out of the zone anyway. Long shot, save for Slattery, and he'll hold on as he collects that one off his crest. 2:08 to play, 2-2 in the second period. Lundy wins the faceoff, collects it himself into the corner. It gets knocked off his stick, and now Colin Lundy feeding it toward the blue line. And now back to Pusateri. He's got knocked off a stick. And then it's Gilmour in their own zone trying to regroup. Lundy battling, trying to send it behind the goal line. It's Basil trying to get a hold of it. No luck yet. Out to the point. And fed behind the goal line by Alexi. Gilmour will pick it up there. Pusateri sends it back in on goal. Goaltender settles it. Huffstedler off the bench pressuring. Loomis as well. And now Krimbali in too. Loomis in the neutral zone. And they are offside, so the Barons will regroup. Up to Huffstedler now. Across the blue line. Huffstedler able to push the puck into the corner as he avoids a couple players. He'll chip it off the glass for Loomis. Krimbali now will pick it up and feed it back. Oh, look, trying to feed it back to Ramstad. No luck. 1 minute to go in the second. Grimm knocks it off of Gilmour's stick. Now behind the goal line, still battling for it. Huffstedler knocks the player down. And Krimbali settles it from Loomis. Krimbali across the blue line in the offensive zone. Into the corner. Krimbali steals it back. Krimbali out to the point. Nobody there, but it's deflected by Gilmour. 33 seconds to play in the period. Gilmour across the blue line. Gilmour shot attempt goes through the blue paint. And now to be Krimbali and Loomis the other way. Loomis in the corner. Pinned off and shooting now off the bench, trying to get a piece of this one. Keith as well. 9 seconds to go. Shooty. 5 seconds. He's got Bradshaw in front of him. Was for a tip. Just past his stick. And that's going to do it for the period here. So,
At the end of 2 periods play, we have Gilmour 2, Barons
2-2.
20-8.
After 2.
This is all for the moms and the grandmas and the sisters and the girlfriends.
A song coming for moms and girlfriends and grandmas, I guess. So, all right, so let's give you some more information for fun here. Actually, I think that's about all the stats I have. Just wanted to give you one more note of thanks here for this season. Again, last game of the season for the Barons and Gilmour for that matter. Just wanted to say thanks to the coaches and the coordinators and fans and parents and all the billet families that supported and pushed and helped and fed all these boys all year long. It's been a long year, but it goes quick. So appreciate all the support. These kids have been all around the country this year. And 6+ months of a season, it goes by fast, and it's been a lot to handle and a lot to make it happen. So appreciate all the help and support and in the cheering sense, but certainly in the help sense as well. So thanks to the coaches and the families and the billet families for all the work that they do. We're going to have a 12-minute break here as the Zamboni takes care of the ice, and the players will be back for the third period, all tied at 2. Welcome back to the third period. And it is a 2-2 game. The Barons goals have been scored. The first one in both of the second period. The first one by Lundy from Lundy. They said Basil, could have been Basil. But Colin Lundy got the goal. And then the second one was Krimbali from Ramstad. Gilmour scored the first goal in the first period, just a minute and 4 seconds into the game on a power play goal. And then it was the Barons tying it up in the second. Gilmour scoring again in the second, and then Barons scoring with 6:16 left in the second period. And that's where we stand as we enter the third period. It's going to be 5-on-5 hockey as we start. And we'll have Slattery taking the pipes on the right. It'll be Hufstedler, Krimbali, Loomis, Ramstad, and Grimm starting off this period. Here we go for the face-off. Hufstedler will take it. 20 minutes to go in the third. And he wins it straight back, and Grimm will chase it back into his own zone. And now Ramstad behind his own goal. Up to Hufstedler on the right. Hufstedler will collect it in the neutral zone across the blue line. Hufstedler trying to get a shot off. Rolled off his stick. And it's going to be Ramstad. And he doesn't have to chase it down as it is icing. So, offensive zone face-off coming up here. Loomis takes the face-off. It's in the corner, and it is sent all the way into the Barons zone where Grimm will chase it down, and icing again. Gilmour had it, Hufstedler stole it, and now, I think he stole it anyway, but either way, Gilmour got it back. Grimm now feeds it over to Krimbali. Krimbali feeds it in front, it's been picked off, and it's a goal. Krimbali tried to send it back out to a player moving up the ice, didn't get a hold of it, and a quick shot by Gilmour, and it slides into the opposite post, the near side for us, and it is a Gilmour lead early in this third period. Not how they wanted to start this one. 19-12 remaining, just 58 seconds, 52 seconds in. 48 seconds, excuse me. Clock's running now, trying to do math while the clock's moving. And that's Slattery covering this one up. So Barons down by 1 goal yet again. Lundy, Basil, Lundy, Alexi, and Kushite. Lundy, second effort, pushes it into the corner. Gilmour able to steal it. Shot, and another goal. Went over the shoulder. Long shot from the point. I think Slattery got a piece of that. And with 18:47 to go. In this third period, it's now a 2-goal deficit. Shooty, Bradshaw, Keith, Elliott, and Stockwell on the ice.
Gilmour goal scored by number 3, Reed Ashton. Number 1847, and Thunder Ashton, unassisted at 1847.
Elliott. Long pass attempt intercepted. Gilmour now out of their zone. And puck into the Barons zone. Stockwell trying to chase it down. It's going to be Gilmour getting there first. Hands it off. Shot blocked. Now intercepted here. Gabe Elliott with the puck. Nice move there to push it around a player. Now second player able to get it, steal it. Now pass over. Shot in the glove, save and a hold. Slattery holds on to that one. Good puck movement there for Gilmour. Able to get a little bit of luck, and then also a lot of skill there to move it around. And they get a shot off. And Slattery able to glove it down and hold on. 18 minutes to go in the third, down by 2. 2 quick goals here for Gilmour early in this third period. Lundy gets a piece of this one, but it's going to be pushed behind the goal anyway. Lundy, Basil, Romstad, who steals the puck here, and Grimm. Romstad to Colin Lundy. Colin Lundy out of the zone, up the left side. He'll push it into the offensive zone. Basil pressuring in the corner. Grimm at the blue line, moves around, leaves it for Lundy. He'll push it back in for Grimm. Grimm to Lundy out front. Back to Lundy. Lundy shot just wide. Might have gotten tipped. Grimm now. We'll feed it back in for Colin Lundy. Christopher Lundy gets down to the knees, but able to push the puck over, and it's intercepted along the way. Tipped here by Grimm, but into the Barron zone, and another shot just wide out front, picked up by Romstad, and the net is off. And they'll say, I think out of the zone as it's maybe knocked off by. Let's see what they're saying here. It looks like it's going to be, where's the face-off going to be? They're saying out. So yeah, it's not just out of the zone. Trying to figure where they were pointing. It's going to be outside the zone, so they're saying the net was knocked off by Gilmour. 17:03 in the third. Next line up. Hofstadter taking the face-off. It's one back, and now Pusateri settling it. And he clears the zone. Hofstadter pressuring, and Gilmour able to push it into the Barron zone. Slattery will settle it for Pusateri. They're running around, and it's going to leave the zone where Gilmour will resettle. Hofstadter to Alexi, and now Loomis. And out to Krimbali. Slattery pushes it around for Loomis. He'll push it up to Alexi. Alexi skating into the offensive zone. Alexi, shot and a save and a hold. 16:15 to go in the third. Next line up, Semick, Bradshaw, Stockel, Schutte, and Elliott. Schutte ties it up. Barons knock it to the side. Elliott shot, blocked. And Gilmour out of the zone. Gilmour into the Barron zone. Shot, save. High blocker there. Wrap around through the blue paint. And the net is off again. And this time it's in the Barron zone. Barons are trying to skate it out of the zone. Since he's leaving the zone, it would have been better just to fix the net on the way out as the puck is leaving the zone, but they choose to whistle it dead. Can understand that. And the Barons trying to clear, no luck yet. Bouncing around now behind the goal line. Elliott's going to pick it up. Elliott and Schutte back there, and now Stockel feeds it off the boards. Gilmour sends it around. Semick trying to send it out, and he will to Schutte. Schutte intercepted in the neutral zone, and Gilmour sends it back the other way. Picked off by Gabe now. Elliott up to Schutte. Schutte taken up away by Gilmour. And now we have a whistle. Let's see what we have here. Not sure what the whistle's for. We'll find out. Maybe. It's offside, I believe. So face off in the neutral zone. Colin Lundy takes the face off. Christopher Lundy fighting for it along the boards. Grimm wins it over to Romstad. Settled in the neutral zone. Basil pressuring. Now Gilmour leaving their zone, sending it through, and into the ball zone they go. Lundy now with the puck from Romstad. Lundy, over to Lundy, into the offensive zone, run around. A little wrestling match here at the blue line. Behind the goal line, it's a battle for the puck. Christopher Lundy comes away with it. Grimm now sends it through, deflected into the corner. Christopher Lundy back to the point. Romstad, shot blocked. Grimm will regroup in the neutral zone. He'll feed it over to Romstad. Tipped, and it'll be picked up by Basil. Basil, shot, save. Basil couldn't get the rebound. Good attempt there. Had a stick on him. And now Alexi trying to feed it up for Huffstedler. Huffstedler waits for the tag up, crosses the blue line, trying to get between some players, and Positero will keep it into the line. Nico pushes to the corner, kicks it forward to himself, and too many players there. Positero still battling though, and Crumbolli now pressures. And Huffstedler's going to grab it, leaves it for Pusateri out there. Huffstedler will grab it back actually. And now he has to win a race in the offensive zone. And a shot over the net here. He might have gotten tipped. And the net is off again. .13:44 to go. It'll be a defensive zone faceoff. And Huffstedler will take it to Liam's right side. And Gilmour has it. Shot, glove save, and a hold. Elliott, Stockel, Crumbolli, Huffstedler, Loomis on the ice. And they kick the center out. Huffstedler's got to leave, and Nimbus will go in. He's not sure why, but okay. And there you go. I can almost never tell here from up here. And it's Elliott behind the goal line. Elliott to Crumbolli off the board, so he'll try to chip it over to Huffstedler. Couldn't get a hold of it, but past his stick there. And it's Gilmour that has it. Elliott in the corner. Huffstedler with him. It's Gilmour that comes away with it. Stockel gets a piece of it behind the goal line. Stockel collects it, feeds it, trying to get it up to Crumbolli, but it goes all the way to Gilmour. In front, tipped wide. Loomis will have it in the corner. Loomis skates around a player, and Loomis now will skate it out of the zone. He's got Crumbolli in front of him, or to the right now, and now Loomis in the offensive zone. Loomis behind the goal line, trying to feed it out front, won't go. Loomis over to Huffstedler, throws it toward goal, blocker saved, up high. Crumbolli settles, and now Gilmour will have it in the neutral zone. Stockel and Elliott trying to communicate behind the goal line now, and Huffstedler comes in to get the puck. Tied up in the corner. And Elliott, he goes down. And the puck in the corner on the opposite side now. Crumbolli trying to tie it up. Shot here, tipped, goes wide. Elliott will have it. Goaltender has a player on top of him, and they're going to blow it dead. Stockel is trying to remove the player, and referee's going to remove both players from the area. 12:26 to go. In the third period, yet again the net was off. And that's what the whistle was for. Next lineup for the Barons. Be a face-off in the neutral zones. Schutte will take it. Bradshaw and Keith out there with him. Grimm and Romstad, the defenseman. Grimm with the puck. He'll chip it into the offensive zone. Bradshaw trying to pull the puck forward. No luck there. Into the corner though. Schutte feeds it up front through the blue paint. No. Bradshaw back to Romstad. Romstad throws it into Bradshaw. Bradshaw toward goal. Goes through the center. Grimm skates it forward. Into the corner. Too many white shirts there. Romstad gets it back. Back to Grimm now. Grimm skates it forward. He'll circle back. Back to Romstad. Into Schutte. Throws it in front. Shot. Save as it's blocked in front. Bradshaw had a chance at that one. And they got a leg on it somewhere in there. Did Gilmour. Grimm will settle this and behind his own goal now, feeding it up to Romstadt. Romstadt with some pressure on him. They feed it up to Lundy. Lundy now up to Basil. Basil across the line with Schutte. Shot. Blocker save up high into the netting. With 11:09 to go, offensive zone faceoff coming up. Down 2-4. Lundy, Basil, Alexi, and Kusateri on the ice. Christopher Lundy will take the faceoff. Gilmour into the Barons zone. And another player knocks the net off. And Liam ends up with the player's stick in his gear. Two players will go into the box. It's going to be Kusateri and number 15 back to the box for Gilmour. So with 10:59 to go, it's going to be coincidental penalties. And the face-off's outside the zone because their player knocked the net off, so they'll put that outside the zone. Elliott with the puck behind the goal line. Oleski sends it long on a deflection, no icing. Gilmour collecting the puck behind their goal line.
Coincidental minor, both of them will delay again.
Two more players are going to the box. This time it's Elliott and number 9. So with 10:32, they're filling up the box here. Elliott and Kusateri are in the box. 15-3, I think it is, on the other side. And 5-on-5 hockey resumes. Loomis takes the face off, trying to push it forward. Huffstetter as well, no luck. It's going to be Grimm pressuring now. And puck out front. And shot goes wide behind the goal, picked up by Grimm. Trying to send it out of the zone, finally does, and now Crumbolli pressuring at the blue line in the offensive zone. Huffstetter intercepts this pass. He'll throw it back to the blue line. Tied up, battling along the boards, and now still Gilmour comes away with it. Barons now able to steal it back. Now it's Gilmour back and forth in the neutral zone. Gilmour with the puck. Grimm leaves it for Romstadt. Romstadt with the puck. Grimm now. Off the boards and out. Gilmour sends it back in. Romstadt will grab it. And Barons on a change. Romstadt through the neutral zone, across the blue line. Leaves it for Schutte. Schutte with a shot. It goes up high. Semig pushes it forward. It's going to be taken by Gilmour. And pushed forward. It's going to be a breakaway here. And a save. And Keith pulls it to the side and takes it forward. And now we're going to have... Let's see what we got here. We're going to have a penalty. We got a player down for Gilmour, and now he gets up. 9:10 to go. Barons are going to the box. And Stockel's going to join his teammates. set with 9:10 to go. Down by 2. Barons are down a man on the ice in the third. Shooty, Basil, Lundy, and Alexi. Basil in the neutral zone pressuring. Lundy's able to send it long all the way down. Goaltender has to settle it. And Lundy will provide a little bit of pressure. And now Gilmour in the neutral zone. Across the blue line of the Barons. Lundy and Shooty pressure on the far side, tied up along the boards. Blocked by Shooty. Lundy takes the player and it's kept in. Now Lundy's able to clear it. Nicely done there. 1:13 left on the power play for Gilmour. Barons will change it up. Loomis, Krimbali, Romstad, and Grimm on the ice for the Barons. Barons short some defenders right now as a couple are in the box. 3 are in the box, I should say. Out front, good save there by Slattery. Nets off yet again. 42 seconds to go. And now we have Pusateri and Elliott coming out of the box as their coincidentals have ended. 2 players for Gilmour leaving the box as well. So now we've got some defenders back. .42 seconds left in the penalty kill. Loomis and Krimbali will stay out there with, let's see if, looks like Romstad and Grimm will stay. And Slattery's got his helmet back on, so they're ready to go. Well, this is the most penalties we've had in a while. Now it's Krimbali almost got it out of the zone, no luck. And now Romstad trying to throw it out of the zone, wouldn't go. Rolled off his stick a bit as he tried to launch it. So, along the blue line. In front now it's finally launched. Now it goes off the glass, but then into the Barons bench. So we'll stay inside the Barons zone once again for a face-off. 7.5 minutes just over to go in this third period. 21 seconds left on the Gilmour power play. It will be Elliott, Bradshaw, Shooty, and Pusateri on the ice. And this one's going to clear the zone. A rolling puck all the way down to the Gilmour zone. And now we have a delayed penalty again, so Barons are going to the box. Cross check. Let's see who's going to the box this time. 4 seconds left on the Stockel penalty. And it's going to be Elliott going to the box. So with 7:14 to go. Elliott's in the box for a cross check. Very adamant about closing the door. Stockel is trying to figure out where he's going. So, 5-on-3 for a moment. 2 seconds, 1 second. Now Stockel can get on the play. Stockel now can have a breakaway. Stockel trying to throw it in front. He got caught from behind. Goaltender closed up the hole he was trying to shoot in, and then he decided he was going to try to throw it in front, but could not get it to go. 5-on-4 now for the advantage of Gilmour. Lundy, Bradshaw, Pusateri, and Stockel on the ice. Gilmour in the corner. And Gilmour keeps it in at the blue line. In front, through the blue paint, save made by Slattery. And then it was pushed to the corner by Kusateri. Out front. Couldn't get the shot off. Couple players collide. Couple players down now for the Barons. And the net is off again.
They're coming out too!
6:08 to go in the period. 54 seconds on the penalty kill for the Barons, and they'll change it up. It'll be Alexi, Ramstadt, Loomis, and Krimbali on the ice. And Alexi wins the face-off, and it's cleared the zone. Gilmour trying to send it back in, and now they will. Couldn't get the shot off, but now it's cleared again. Nicely done. And the goaltender in the Gilmour end settles it with 30 seconds to go. Gilmour back out of the zone through the neutral zone, and back into the Baron zone they go. Shot and goal. With 5:35 to go, it's a power play goal. Number 18 of Gilmour scores it. Found the back of the net there. Went up high with the snipe, and it is a 5-2 lead, for the Gilmour Academy. Next lineup for the Barons. They'll mix it up here with Huffstedler, Basil, Lundy, Kusateri, and Grimm on the ice. In the neutral zone, Huffstedler won that back, and now it's
Over number 18, Gavin Cola, assisted by number 10, Scala, and 5, William Burns. Time to go for 25 and power play goal.
okay. A cross check is coming up here. So Gilmour's going to the box now. So now number 9's going to the box for Gilmour. With 5:11 to go. In the third for a cross check. So power play for the Barons. Down by 3. Late in this game, it's Lundy, Basil, Bradshaw, and Ramstadt. Ramstadt keeps it in. He'll feed it over to Bradshaw. Bradshaw over to Lundy. Good tip there by Gilmour. Doesn't allow Lundy to collect it. He'll go to the corner to get it. Now it's Lundy to Lundy. And feeds it over to Bradshaw. Bradshaw trying to send it through. Looking for Lundy. Couldn't get the tip to go. Bradshaw to Lundy. To Bradshaw. Rolled off his stick. Back to Basil. Basil skates forward and then circles back. Gets it to Ramstadt. Shot for Basil, tipped by Lundy, and it goes just wide. Settling it is Lundy, nicely done there. Back to Lundy from Basil. Lundy, tipped behind the goal. Lundy in front. Rebound attempt by Basil, and it goes just wide. Into the corner now, and Gilmour is finally able to clear. 1:07 to go, and they'll get a change with the next line coming out. Ramstadt will settle it behind the goal line. Krimbali, Loomis, Huffstedler on the ice. Krimbali to the neutral zone. Around a couple players, leaves it for Huffstedler. And Krimbali gets it back behind the goal line. Stockel and Elliott now out there as well, and this one's cleared. It's going to go all the way down. Elliott will win this race. He'll collect it and keep moving. He's got company though. He'll get it up to Huffstedler. Huffstedler across the blue line, feeding it over to Elliott. Elliott feeding it in front, looking for Loomis, and the stick aside by the goaltender. Out to Stockel just across the blue line. They'll have to regroup in the neutral zone. Krimbali. He'll skate it to the center. Over to Loomis. Loomis to Krimbali with the tip, and it's saved off the pad of the goaltender there. 8 seconds left on the penalty. And that's going to go to the neutral zone. That's going to just about kill it here. Tipped into the zone. Loomis, shot, saved, and covered up by the goaltender. 3:07 to go in this third period. Still 5-2. in favor of Gilmour Academy after that last power play goal. Gilmour's had 2 power play goals in this one. The list of penalties is long, both sides. And it'll be Shooty, Keith, Semick, Grimm, and Romstott on the ice here. Parents have been doing a much better job until this game of staying out of the box. And couldn't get a rhythm going here today. Shot toward goal, and now stick to side by Slattery. Romstott pushes the man in the corner. Gilmour comes to get the puck. Shot attempt, save, and held by Slattery. 2:42 to go. Lundy will take the face off. Lundy, Basil, Alexi, and Pusateri. Pusateri with the puck. And Lundy will clear the zone. Lundy gets tripped up. He gets to Basil. Lundy over to Lundy. Shot, save, and a hold. And now there's a pile up in front of the goal, and a lot of activity now. Fights everywhere now. And now another fight. There's one in the corner. Lundy got dropped. Christopher did. He's still trying to punch him while he's on the ice. Colin Lundy saw it and went to go help out, and the ref stopped him, and so did another player that punched him in the face as well. All kinds of activity here. Somebody just got sent off the ice. Lundy's getting sent off the ice as well. Both Lundy brothers are off the ice. So we'll see how this all gets sorted out. Basil passes the hardware out to the Barons outside here. The Barons folks outside the glass. The Gilmour fans are yelling about the refs. They have been for quite a while now. Let's see how this comes together. And they run the clock. So that's the game, folks. Quite the disappointing end to what was a very good season. And they're going to send him straight off here. So a lot of madness to figure out here, but the refs choose to just run the clock and send everybody off to their locker rooms and move along. So, well, all that said, this game aside and the madness that ensued at the end here and the 5-2 loss, it's been a heck of a season and a lot of ups and downs, but a lot more ups than downs, I'd say, this season as the Barons finished the season 38-25. A lot of great weekends, a lot of great effort this season. The Barons able to have a lot of good things along the way. lot of gritty wins, a lot of gritty losses too, and you might remember a lot of things along the way, certain plays or moments. You might remember Barron's goalies standing on their heads. Could be either one. We've seen it from both, for sure. You might remember Lundy scoring a shorthanded goal, or Basil scoring two, maybe even in the same shift. You might remember Krimbali with a hat trick and his 4-point game against Fox at the tournament in Blaine, and hats being thrown by the U16s cheering them on, and Shooty coming over to grab the hats and throwing them over to the bench, taking them over to the bench. By the way, those hats were returned, in case you were wondering.
Hey, way to go!
And maybe it's a hit, maybe it's a pass, maybe it's a battle. You can remember lots of things from this year for sure. Those the boys will remember the moments and the plays too. More than that, athletes looking back often talk about remembering the guys. It's the boys, right? It's the boys in the locker room. It's the bus rides. It's the hotel trips. It's the time with the boys. So after a great season, it ends here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it watching the 2025-2026 Cleveland Barons U18 team all season long. It's been my pleasure to call the games. So for the last time, this is Sean Hofstadter calling the Cleveland Barons game and saying to you for the final time this year, good evening, Barons fans, and good night.